Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 100 subscriber special. Woo! That's incredible. Like, wow, 100 people care about what I have to say, and I bet 50 of you came from the Godzilla video. My first ever video, and it was a shitpost that got so many views. So, as you can probably tell from this thing, for the 100 subscriber special, we will be doing a 100 piece puzzle. You can see there it's monkey playing basketball, the LA Chimps. This is hilarious because I love monkeys, and monkey do human thing, go ha ha ha. But anyways, this isn't just your average 100 piece puzzle. Oh no. This is a special puzzle because, as you can see, I have written stuff on the back of the pieces. This is where the twist comes in, as you can probably tell by the title of the video. For the 100 subscriber special, we will be doing a 100 piece puzzle, except for every puzzle, there is a question about one of my favorite things, like a subject of my favorite things. So for instance, one puzzle piece will say favorite fruit or favorite song, and as I put it down, I have to say what it is. This is going to be fun. That's all I can describe it as, so let's get right into it. Now, any human who's ever done a puzzle before knows that the best way to start a puzzle is by sorting between the innies and the outies. So that is why we will collect all of the corners. And no, collecting the corners does not count as placing them down, so I'm not going to answer all of these questions yet. Once I start putting the pieces down, then questions will begin to be answered. Okay, so we are going to start with the corner pieces. I will have this up here in the back just so I know what I'm doing. Let's find ourselves a corner piece to start with. Here's one. This one goes right at the top, so we're going to place it down, but first, the question, favorite cereal? And yes, my handwriting looks like Takapipi. My favorite cereal, okay, it kind of goes off and on, but I'm very partial to Cheerios. I believe I know where this one goes. It goes on the bottom, so let's read it. Favorite zoo. Ooh, very interesting. Okay, so my favorite zoo, and just for the record, I've never been out of Florida, so it would be a zoo in Florida. It's probably if I had to say, the Jacksonville Zoo. And when I went there, the Great Apes thing wasn't on display. So if you're missing one of your main exhibits and you're still my favorite zoo, that's a very good sign. Here we have our next corner piece, so let's read that off. Favorite, you guys can't see that, but it's my favorite nickname. My favorite nickname ever is probably L. And that's because it is the first two letters of my real name and my channel name, which is where my channel name came from, if you saw the Briskman video where I talked about it. And it's a nickname that was given to me by a friend, and I love it so much, it's stuck with me. Also, it probably helped that that friend means a lot to me. Although, I do very much like Ginge and Bread, which come from my old nickname, Gingerbread Dude, but whatever, dude. The final corner piece. It is my favorite DreamWorks movie. Okay, this is, I would say it's a hard one, but it's not. It's very easy. My favorite DreamWorks movie is How to Train Your Dragon, which is the best animated trilogy of all time. And I can, in fact, say that because now Toy Story is a quadrilogy, which means 4 movies. So no one's going to get upset at me and say, Toy Story is better because it's not a trilogy anymore. So I'm going to guess this piece goes here. Okay, great. Now we have to check at it. My favorite hobby. Ooh la la. My favorite hobby is arts and crafts. I love crafting stuff. I love making stuff. And there's another question about that later, so I'm going to hold it off there. Favorite holiday. My favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. And I say that because I'm Jewish, so I don't really celebrate like a lot of major holidays, but I like Thanksgiving because of the vibe of it, you know, the family, the getting together, and the meal. A lot of people say Thanksgiving is a bootleg Christmas, but I've never done Christmas, so I have no idea. But moving on, I think this piece goes here. Yes, it does. So this is favorite sport. This is such bad handwriting. I look like a serial killer or a doctor. Maybe both. Maybe I'm like The guy who kills his patients. Whatever. My favorite sport is none. I don't like sports. I don't do sports. But if I had to say, if swimming is considered a sport, then that is the sport that I like. Okay, so this piece says favorite ice cream flavor. Woo! Okay, my favorite ice cream flavor is mint chocolate chip because I love mint. Everything and everything. Mint is the best. I love mint so much. But yeah, I don't know what that was. I'm so sorry if you heard that. This piece, knew it. This piece is my favorite superhero. Okay, this is a very easy one. My favorite superhero is, it has to be Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man so much, and a lot of people do. I feel like that's everyone's favorite superhero, and I know it's a bit cliche, but I love Spider-Man so much, and I just love him so much. So, you know, I don't know, it's just something about him. Everyone can relate to him. Everyone can, like, love him and, like, you know, whatever. This is the next piece, and it says my favorite documentary. So, okay, my favorite documentary is probably Walking with Dinosaurs, which is a, I'm pretty sure most people know it. It's a BBC documentary from like God knows how long ago, where you walk with dinosaurs for obvious reasons. And it's my favorite. And if it didn't exist, I'd probably have to go with Disney Nature's Big Cats or African Cats or whatever. That's an amazing film. It's like basically a film if it wasn't a documentary. Okay, and I believe I found the next piece. Yes, I did. It is my favorite natural disaster. Other than me, my favorite natural disaster is probably hurricanes. Hurricanes are beasts. They are the coolest natural disaster ever. It's like wind and rain in your face, trying to blow up your jazz. Don't ask me where I come up with these questions. The final piece for the left is my favorite farm animal, which you can't see. I'm glad you can't see these actually, so you can't see my handwriting. Awful. Regardless, my favorite farm animal is probably a sheep, because sheep are fluffy and they're cute, and they're like, I love cows, and cows are basically sheep if they were bigger. So I like sheep because I don't know, I just like sheep. I've always wanted to pet sheep, which gets into the other question later, but you know, whatever. Favorite art piece. This is specifically talking about art as in painting or sculptures or like modern art or whatever. And I don't have one because I don't do art. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not art person. But I want to speed this up because I don't want to get too into it. Is this the next piece over here? No, I think that goes over there. Yes, that goes over there. So it is my favorite part of history. Now, history in general sucks because people suck. People are not good people, so I'm not going to pretend like they are. But my favorite part in history is probably whenever the plague happened. That was great. I'm stupid. The favorite history piece was actually wrong, and the piece that we should have put down was favorite video I've ever made. That's gonna be a tough one. I think my favorite video that I've ever made is probably I guess the leopard gecko one, but I guess after this comes out it'll be my favorite because this is such a fun video that I had to make. It took a while to make and I had to put together. See, there we go. That makes much more sense. Hopefully, because I couldn't get it to work for the life of me. And then that should go there. Okay, great. So this piece says, favorite Jurassic Park dinosaur. My favorite dinosaur from the Jurassic Park series is Dilophosaurus, and I love it because it's so cool. It's my second favorite dinosaur of all time. My first we will get to later in another question. Next question, and this piece says, favorite color. My favorite color is maroon, and hopefully as I'm answering these I'll be able to put it on screen. But it's one of the colors that are in the back of my profile picture, and I just really like it. It's the color of my sheets also. I love it. My favorite color used to be lilac, but that kind of changed. I'm more of a maroon kind of person. Favorite anime. Ooh, that's a hard one. I want to say Neon Genesis Evangelion, but I don't know. I don't think it is. Thinking about it, my favorite anime is I think I'm gonna go with Sergeant Frog, actually. I like the parody shows. Does this piece go here? No. Oh, this one does. Okay, so this says, favorite Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic. My favorite Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic is Withered Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I love his design. I love Bonnie in general. So, oh, you know what? Actually, my favorite animatronic is not Withered Bonnie. It's actually Springtrap, now that I think about it. Because, you know, he's just the best. No more reasonings. Okay, this piece says... Favorite Disney movie? My favorite Disney movie? Well, let's just get it out of the way. What do I qualify as favorite movie material? In order for it to be a favorite, I need to be able to watch it as many times as possible and never get bored of it. Like, I can just keep going back and watching it anytime I want, and I'll love it. And for me, that Disney movie is The Lion King. It's definitely one of their greatest films, if not, in my opinion, their best film. And that is why it retains to be my favorite Disney movie ever. Although a close sec, I guess there's also the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, because I love Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh is like my favorite Disney IP, which isn't a question, so that's why I'm saying it. Anyways, I found this piece. It goes over here, and it's favorite food. That one's easy. Chicken nuggets, chicky nuggies, because I love chicken nuggets. I mean, what more reason do you need? They're chicken nuggets. They taste great. They are great. This one goes there. Okay. My favorite letter in the entire alphabet. That's a hard one. E and L together aren't a letter. My favorite letter is not E. It's probably like Z. Now we can say what my favorite fish is. My favorite fish is the manta ray, and I just love them. Like, I love their flapping. I love everything about them. They're my favorite type of fish. This piece is next. It is favorite job, which basically means what do I want to be when I am older. I'll let you in on a secret. It's definitely not a YouTuber. It's most likely the job that I want to be when I grow up is I want to be a movie director or someone in film, you know, like someone who makes TV shows and stuff. And this clips onto here. Great. Next up, yep, that goes there. So this piece says favorite song. I don't really have a favorite song, but it's probably something by Dua Lipa. I don't know. My favorite song changes all the time, and basically whatever I like to listen to on repeat, and then I eventually get sick of it after listening to it 50 times, which I'm sure happens to all of us. But I don't really have one definite song that I can go back to and always love. Although I definitely do. I'm lying. I definitely do have one like that. Next piece. Favorite soda. Pepsi. Very easily, Pepsi. I love Pepsi. More than Coke. And some people will get mad at me. Some people will murder me. And I am ready for them. Bring on the flames. Does that go there? Oh, it does! Okay. Favorite drink. My favorite drink, and the reason why this is not the same, is because my favorite drink is water. I like water, and I will always like water. I know that's kind of bland, but water is the best. Have you ever tried it, man? Like, seriously. One of the greatest drinks ever. That definitely goes there. Okay. Favorite mammal. Ooh, this is a hard one. My favorite mammal. No, I don't want to be cliche and say like a cat, because I'm saving that for another question, even though cats are like one of my favorite mammals ever. But probably a pangolin. Not a penguin, a pangolin. And I'll put a screen up. They like walk like cute little Rexes. It's adorable. You next? You're next. Great. What do you say? Favorite web series. My favorite web series is Conjun House. It's hilarious. I highly recommend it. Definitely check it out. It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Favorite animal. My favorite animal, and why it's different, is because my favorite animal is the saltwater crocodile. And I know that's ironic because I have flamingos placed all over my room. I have a flamingo bag. I have a flamingo inflatable floaty. I have a flamingo towel. I have flamingo standee. I have flamingo mixing things. I have flamingo wooden puzzle. But that's besides the point. I don't know where the obsession with flamingos came from, because I definitely love crocodiles more than I love flamingos. And a crocodile can kick a flamingo's ass in any fight. But here we are. Favorite TV show. Without a doubt, my favorite TV show is very easily the Looney Tunes show from 2011. It aired on Cartoon Network, and it's amazing. I love it so much, I can rewatch it over and over again. I think I'm actually on my third watch. Oh, no, definitely not third. Maybe fourth or fifth watching of it now. Favorite reptile. Ooh, okay. Now, I already said saltwater crocodile was my favorite animal, so I can't have that as my favorite reptile for obvious reasons, even though it definitely is. So I'm going to go with leopard geckos. I have them. You've all seen them, and they're the cutest things in the world. Like seriously, they are adorable. I think about them all the time. I love my babies. My favorite Cenozoic creature. Okay, Cenozoic is an era after the Mesozoic, basically after the asteroid and killed all the dinosaurs, which means that my favorite Cenozoic creature is probably, I think it's gonna be Megatherium. I really like giant sloths, giant ground sloths. Those are super cool. Favorite quote. Now, I can't exactly think of any quote, and I'm pretty sure 90% of all quotes are made up. That's actually a quote from Abraham Einstein, if you can believe it. And basically, I think I'm gonna have to go with George Santayana's, I think his name is. I don't know, I'll correct myself in editing. And it's the quote that those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. And I don't really think of it in historical sense. I think of it in literally any other sense, where if you do something and it doesn't work, and you do it again, that's chaos theory. You're crazy. Second to last piece on the border is favorite Paleozoic creature. Ooh, I didn't even plan for that to happen. Paleozoic is before the Mesozoic. Basically, Earth went like, okay, we're in the testing stage, so let's go crazy with animals. And I think my favorite one is probably going to be the Edaphosaurus. It's like a Dimetrodon, but not a Dimetrodon, because Dimetrodon is cliche, and also I really like the one from Jurassic World Alive, and I know the Jurassic series is not the best place to get prehistoric reconstructions that are accurate, but who cares? Last piece, my favorite YouTuber. My favorite YouTuber is Best in Slot, British man, gaming, sloth lover and Triceratops lover, and he's a dino tuber, and he's amazing. I love his content. And then next up, we've got my favorite school year. This means my favorite year in school. That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to say 11th grade, because currently I'm almost done with 12, and that was really a fun year where I really got to live and enjoy life, really. Next up, we have favorite day of the week. My favorite day of the week is Sunday. Actually, Sunday is just really relaxing and nice, and I really get to take the day off, and then at the end of Sundays, I guess I watch a movie. I don't know. Favorite opening. This is talking about my favorite opening to a TV show, and I don't know. There's a lot of contenders. It's probably going to change a lot, but as of right now, it's Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's a banger, an absolute great song. Favorite thing I've ever made? Well, I guess I'll put a picture of it up. It's a Five Nights at Freddy's Spring Bonnie helmet. Or you know what, maybe I'll just take a picture. I'll just show you right now. So here it is, right next to a very big llama and a printer. And there's the Deinonychus thing from before. But yeah, that's the cosplay helmet that I made. And I'm pretty proud of it. It looks pretty suave. Although I guess I should say that my favorite thing I've ever made was this channel, but I don't know how true that is. I'm just kidding, I love you guys. Favorite number? Ooh, that's a toughie. 69. Just kidding. My favorite number is, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with 7, because that's a lucky number, and I need luck. My favorite shirt. Okay, so when it comes to shirt, what do I include as a shirt? Anything that goes on my chest. So that includes jackets for some reason. My favorite one. That's a hard one to say. I have this very baggy. No, you know what? I think it's the one that I'm wearing now. A black jacket. Basically, I love jackets pretty much. I love them so much. I don't know. I wear hoodies and sweats because I don't know. There's something wrong with me for sure. This is favorite pet. Now, that's going to be, that's a tough one between my leopard geckos and my cat, but I'm gonna have to go with my cat because cats can at least try to love me more than a leopard gecko can. and cats are adorable. I just, if I love you as much as I love a cat, then you're doing something right. You're one of my favorite people. The next one is my favorite day of the year. Now, I should say my birthday, which is July 31st, but I'm not going to say that because for some reason I have the day November 15th ringing in my head ever since ever, and I don't know why, you know? Favorite school subject. So I'm gonna go science, really. Yeah, because as much as I love writing and reading, I didn't like having to be forced to do them. When I was learning about science in school, I was like, wow, this is incredible. I love learning about science. I love biology. I love all this stuff. I love animals and I love learning about them. And it wasn't so much forcing. Like, I didn't have to read this book, this nonsense book that, whatever. Because, like, there's a difference. There's very much a difference. When I was in middle school, I read Animal Farm on my own time. And then in high school, I was forced to read it, and I didn't read it. This is favorite vegetable. Okay, favorite vegetable. I don't even know what qualifies as a vegetable. But, favorite vegetable? Let's go with cucumbers. Yeah, cucumbers are good. Favorite hat. Now, it could be my favorite hat that I own, and also my favorite type of hat because I happen to own the type of hat that I love so much. It is a yachting cap, and I will put a picture of it up. It is basically a cap that you go yachting with. All of the yacht captains have it. It's the hat in my profile picture because I don't know what it is about this hat. It's actually Captain Marconi, and that's the skeleton in my profile picture, and I'll actually put a picture of the skeleton up too. Favorite movie. Now, as I've said before, my favorite movie has to be something that I can sit back and just rewatch forever and ever and always and love no matter what. My favorite movie is actually Fantastic Mr. Fox, which I love so much because it's hilarious. I love Wes Anderson and I love all of his stuff. Favorite Angry Bird. Woo, my favorite Angry Bird is the Bomb Angry Bird. And if you're in my Discord server, which you should be, because then you get all the latest updates and you get to speak to me, which is like the honor of honors. Basically, I love Bomb so much. He's, I don't know if it's the right word, but I think he's my comfort character in the sense that I just get comfort from him and I love him. He's like the funniest thing ever. He's adorable, how goofy he is. Favorite restaurant. Now, the thing about me is I don't really go out to restaurants, and if I do, since I am currently Jewish, I can't really go to any actual restaurants. Most of them would just be things that you'd probably never heard of. So I don't really have a restaurant because I also do cooking, so I don't really go to restaurants. And I'm poor, so I'm poor. I cook, and I can't even eat at like half of restaurants. So, well, I don't. Why I would have a favorite restaurant is totally beyond me. Next piece, sweet. My favorite accomplishment. Okay, that's a hard one. My favorite accomplishment. I don't know how many accomplishments have I accomplished in my life. That's a good question, Al. That's the thing. What is an accomplishment? I guess getting my driver's license was a big one because I was afraid of that, but is that really my favorite accomplishment I've ever done? I don't know. I'll have to get back to that maybe. Favorite pair of pants. My favorite pair of pants are a blue pair of pajama pants because I love pajamas. If I could, I'd wear pajamas literally everywhere. Next up is my favorite bird. My favorite type of bird is probably a cassowary because they are metal as hell. They are like the coolest birds in the history of the bird kingdom because they just do things that no other bird would dare to do. Favorite book. My favorite book is... Ooh, okay, you might crucify me for this. My favorite book is probably one of the Warriors series by Aaron Hunter, and I know that's I know that's cringe, okay? I get it, but I really love them, and nostalgia holds a special place in my heart. Favorite theme park. Now, as I said before, I am poor, which means that I don't go to theme parks very often. I went to a Fun Spot, I think it's called, when I was in high school for a trip, and then the second theme park I've been to was Disneyland. Once when I was 3 years old, which why parents do that is beyond me. Your kid can't even remember it. And then another time in 2016. So if I had been to Universal, I would say Universal is my favorite, but because I've never been, I can't say that. So we're gonna go with Disney, I guess, Magic Kingdom. Favorite color, Power Ranger. This is a very important question that everyone on the earth should be forced to answer. My favorite color, Power Ranger, is, well, when I was a kid, I think it was blue, maybe? Or maybe it was black, I don't know. It wasn't really red, I don't think it was red. I don't see why it would be red. I wasn't really a fan of primary colors. That being said, blue's a primary color. Anyways, favorite fruit. What qualifies as a fruit? I don't know. Let's just say watermelon, because watermelon, why not? Next one is my favorite season. My favorite season is fall. Out of summer, spring, winter, and fall, fall is the best. It is a midpoint between spring and winter. I know summer is actually after spring, but I don't like summer. It's too hot. So that's why we don't speak about summer. Favorite dinosaur. My favorite dinosaur is the Allosaurus because it is cool and it's been my favorite for a very long time and I love it to pieces. It is the coolest dinosaur for no apparent reason other than I love it, you know? I also like the Jurassic Park one, but I don't know. Did I answer that question? I'm already forgetting things. Favorite Five Nights at Freddy's game. Ooh, okay, Security Breach hasn't come out, but when that comes out, that will probably be my favorite, unless it sucks banana nuts. But, as of right now, my favorite game, believe it or not, is the third one, because I love the atmosphere, and I love Springtrap, and I love how they made, stuff scary. Favorite music genre. I'm a very cringe person. My favorite music genre is pop. Get used to it. Favorite picture I've taken. Now, hopefully I still have it, so I'll put it up on the screen, but it's a picture that I took while I was at Everglades National Park during the rain and the fog, and I took a picture of trees, and it was beautiful. Without a doubt, my favorite picture I have ever taken. Next up is my favorite word. My favorite word has been unison for a long time. I don't know why. I just like that, I like that word a lot. My favorite supervillain. Ooh, okay. This is a very interesting question. My favorite supervillain. Oh, that's a hard one. I think from my favorite supervillain. I don't know. Ever since Into the Spider-Verse came out, it's probably the Prowler because the Prowler is sexy as hell. Not just his voice and the person who plays him, but like also his costume. I love the Prowler, so I think I'm gonna have to go with the Prowler on this one. Which is strange, because most people have like recognizable supervillains that are their favorites, but I think I like the Shocker and the Prowler more than almost any other Spidey villain, which is very bizarre, I'm aware. Ask a friend of mine and they'll like say Mysterio in a heartbeat. Favorite candy. My favorite candy is Snickers. Favorite pizza topping. Well, I don't really care because pizza is junk food anyways, so like you can put whatever you want on it. I'm not one of those people who is going to crucify you for saying, ooh, pineapple on pizza. I think my favorite one is probably going to have to be vegetables. This one is my favorite Roblox game. Dreamvale, which is the one that I'm working on. So go play that game. It used to be Pokemon Advanced, and then that got shut down in the Pokemon Purge of whatever year. And then, whatever. Is my favorite song artist. Okay, that's subject to change. I told you my favorite genre of music is pop, so it's probably a pop artist. I don't know. It usually depends. I'm partial to Dua Lipa, really. I don't know if that's cringe or whatever, but I don't know. I like her pop songs. Next one up is my favorite dog breed, which is a Australian Shepherd. Close second is a Doberman, but Australian Shepherds are adorable, and they remind me of my first dog. Next up is my favorite arcade game, and that's probably going to be Jurassic Park arcade game. My favorite Pixar movie, okay. My favorite Pixar movie is... Okay, I think a while ago I would have said WALL-E, but I think, honestly, I'm going to have to go with Soul. And I didn't really like Soul much because, and I don't want to say any spoilers because obviously the movie just came out and people aren't going to have seen it and they want to see the subscriber special because you people are weird. But there was something that happened in the movie that I wasn't a fan of, and then the movie was so good though that it gained that trust back that it shattered, and it didn't even have to really work for it. It was just that good. It was incredible. The movie Soul is incredible, and I think that everyone should watch it. Favorite mobile game? If it wasn't obvious enough, my favorite mobile game as of right now is Abyssrium World, but that's very subject to change because maybe, one day I'll get bored of it. Favorite toy? My favorite toy is a stuffed animal I had ever since I was a kid, and his name is Gandalf, and he's actually inspired a idea for a TV show that I've been working on. Like, I've been fancying with the idea for like pretty much my entire life, and like I think he's probably like one of the main reasons I've wanted to get into film. My favorite Mesozoic creature. Now, the reason why I've had 3 questions so far all about dinosaurs is because I like dinosaurs and Mesozoic creatures, and I didn't want to have to like sidestep anything else. So for obvious reasons, when I say Mesozoic, I mean not dinosaurs, because I've already had 2 questions about my favorite dinosaurs, which was Dilophosaurus and Allosaurus, and now Mesozoic, so I'm going to go with Quetzalcoatlus, which is a very big, very strong flying reptile, not a dinosaur. This is my favorite Pokemon game. Alright. I haven't really played all of them. I'm finishing Platinum up right now. Platinum is like a fan favorite, but I just don't get it. Like, the music is great. The story is fine. But everything else is like, why do people like this game? People only like this game because of nostalgia, dude. And I have to say, like, my favorite game is probably either Pokemon Ultra Sun or Pokemon Shield, because those were the 2 new games that I've played, and I just prefer the newer stuff better. Like, I don't understand how you guys put up with, I don't know if I'm gonna get crucified for this, but like, just putting up with the worst playing style ever. Like, HM's required for everything. It's so annoying. No wonder they got rid of it. It's the most frustrating game ever, and not in a good way. Like, Pokemon Platinum is hard, which is good. It's a hard Pokemon game to play. You can't just like blast your way through it. That's not how it works. But what is hard and horrible is the way that the game works. It wants you to ruin your Pokemon by giving them bad HM moves, which they try to balance by making HMs actually good sometimes, but sometimes not. And it's like insane. Or sometimes you'll just miss out on an entire party member because you have to have a Bidoof in there, and everything is required for an HM. You can't go anywhere without needing one of those. And it's not permanent. It's not like once you cut a tree, now it's cut forever. You have to constantly do it. It's the worst. If there wasn't any HMs, it would be a fine game. It would just be an okay game, a nice Pokemon game. But because of the HM specifically, that makes it worse. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get tons of flack for that, but that's just how I feel. Favorite country? Strange question for someone who hasn't been out of the United States, let alone Florida even. But my favorite country is Italy, because I love everything about Italy. Favorite way to relax? Now that would be a bath with candles and music. And I would just sit there and enjoy myself, because bathrooms are a safe space. When I'm in the bathroom, no one can bother me. So that's why it's the best place to go when you have to. Favorite meme? Okay. epic cringe time here, but my favorite meme is probably I don't know. I don't have a specific favorite meme. I just like impact font memes. Those are the best, I think. I don't know. It's hard to say for sure, but memes are like ever changing, ever weird. This is my favorite monkey. Monkey. Anyways, sorry I had to hear that, but favorite monkey, huh? Okay. I think I'm going to have to go with probably gonna go with the proboscis monkey. You know what? I changed my answer. My favorite monkey is a mandrill because they look cool as hell, and also I made a OC villain based off of a mandrill. Favorite No, I already said that. Favorite IRL game. That includes cards and board games. Basically, my favorite game to play in the real world is... Oh, you know what? It's probably Trivial Pursuit, actually, because that's the only game that I like. But not playing it, though. I just like doing the trivia about it, which is probably weird, but I don't care. I like learning trivia. Favorite Jurassic World hybrid. Now, that might seem very clear-cut, either Indominus or Indoraptor, but no, I am counting every single hybrid in the Jurassic franchise, which includes stuff from spin-off games and TV shows and other stuff. So, that being said, I'm going to have to say my favorite is the Ankylosaurus, which is a hybrid from Jurassic World Alive, and it is swag. It looks like a dragon. I love it so much. Wait. This is my favorite dog breed. What? What was the other question that I missed? Oh, okay. I switched up. I switched up the questions because I'm stupid. Favorite cat breed. Anyone who owns a cat knows that like this is a cat. No one gives a shit about its breed. Like no one really cares what breed it is. That's just how it works. But if I had to say a breed, I don't know. I like tortoiseshells, and Maine Coons are also really cool because of how floofy they are. I love the floof. This is my favorite hair color. That's a very question. My favorite hair color on me, though, I don't know. I'm a fan of brown, which is what it is currently, but I kind of like maybe like a dark blue, like a blue that's basically black, or like maybe like a purple that's basically blue. We're gonna have to go rapid fire on the questions here because this video is super long. It's gonna be a pain to edit. So favorite US state. I'm living in Florida. That's the only place I've ever lived in. Probably my favorite state, but I wouldn't know. I think the place that I want to go to is probably one of the Dakotas because I really like those. Favorite body part? We all know what that is, am I right? Just kidding. I like eyeballs. Eyes are really like the gateway to the soul, and I like eyes. Favorite US president? None of them. They're all horrible people. Favorite video game? Okay, that's a hard one to drop on me. Favorite video game is... As of right now, my favorite video game is Planet Zoo. Because I like animals. Favorite celebrity? I don't buy into celebrities and standing, so I don't like any of them. I don't give them attention because they have enough already and they don't deserve it. Favorite museum? My favorite museum is one that I haven't been to. It's the National Museum of History and Science. I don't know if I got that right, but I haven't been there, so I'm going to have to go with the South Florida Science Center and Aquarium. Next up is favorite place to go. My favorite place to go are zoos. I love zoos and I love nature walks. I love anything with animals, and if it has animals, take me there because that's the place that I like to go. My favorite Jurassic movie. Now that's a hard one. I'm gonna have to go with the original, but I also really like Fallen Kingdom, which had pacing issues and, you know, sucked nards. Favorite piece of advice. This is in regards to piece of advice that I gave. My favorite piece of advice that I gave is that silence is worth everything. Silence is the best. You don't have to always reply to something that someone else said. You don't have to always be that person who is upset by it and just let it ruin your day. Just don't say anything. Don't give in to them. Favorite thing I've ever seen. Okay, that's hard to say. My favorite thing that I've ever seen, I don't know, but while I was at the Everglades, a crocodile tried luring a bird into its mouth and then killing it, which was pretty baller, so I'm gonna have to go with that. Favorite amphibian. Okay, I don't really think about this often, but I think I'm going to have to go with salamanders. I like salamanders, and they're pretty cool because they're like lizards. Favorite teacher. My favorite teacher that I've ever had is probably going to be hard question. I think it was my science teacher, the science teacher I've had for the past 3 years, and he was just amazing. I loved him. Favorite ideal pet. This is a pet that I've always wanted. It's a toucan. I really like toucans, and it's something that I want. Favorite Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon is, you already know this by now, it's Gengar. And if I had to be even more specific, shiny Mega Gengar. My favorite secret. Well, it wouldn't be a secret if I told you, now would it? Favorite horror movie. Okay, I don't really think about this often, but my favorite horror movie is probably Alien, because I like Alien a lot. And the final piece of this puzzle. What is my favorite question that I've answered so far? Now, I don't know. They're all really good, and they have all helped me get a better understanding of myself, and also help you guys get a better understanding of me. But I think that my favorite question so far was probably, to answer that question, it's not about the destination, it's about the friends that we make along the way. And that is a 100-piece puzzle of a monkey. We finally did it. We did it. So much for joining me, and thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to make a special like this and talk about myself for probably what's going to be 40 minutes, which is insane. That's my longest video ever. And you guys deserve it, you know? You guys deserve content, because as I'm recording this and as I'm editing this, I'm probably going to hit 200 subscribers. That's how fast that I'm growing, and I have no idea why. It's probably because of the Godzilla videos. But if you're still watching, please do me a favor and drop a like and comment. Comment what you want to see. Comment what you want to watch, because Abyssrium World is good, but it's not getting me anywhere. I get like 15 views from it maximum, and I'm trying to grow and I'm trying to do things, but I can't really play games because I've got a laptop and it's not really capable of playing actual games, because it's just not. But thank you so much for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Subscription's not, okay, whatever. Just, thanks, I guess. Bye.